Reception. Just his second of the season. Second down and 6 out of the backfield. Jacobs. He got by a couple, and then finally he is brought down.
The game recovering that fumble. But if they would have given that to Tampa, this would have gotten out of hand.
There's the pass down to about the
nothing. It's right, but it's heavily lopsided. Right? It's heavily. I know it's heavily lopsided by Green Bay and what they're able to do, and it's just the turnover on that first possession is really the biggest difference, and that's why so many coaches say that turnovers are the most important of all the stats. Because right now, Green Bay's having their way if they're able to get this third down.
Third down 6 underneath and caught there. Dontavian Wicks.
Jennings comes to the near side. And they run it with McCaffrey. He takes it to about the 9.
See if they try and draw the Titans offside.
Yeah, we used to call that no-brainer. Look at Jeff Simmons. He's talking trash. They're having a great time. Look at him. He's smiling. Geno Smith smiling. He knew he wasn't going to snap this. Jeff Simmons didn't even go down anymore. He kind of got backed up. He was like, man, shut up.
Back to Raymond James Stadium for second and goal from the 4.5.
Usually goes to one of those 2 areas.
Jones rolling out, steps back, thought about it, now flings it, and it's caught by Robinson at about the 2.
That's the biggest difference between Purdy and Jones. Jones has been playing great football, and I really think this has resurrected his career, but Tampa Bay is not affected by scared of him getting out of the pockets. They don't think he can run it in. Great job not throwing that ball. Could have been intercepted and figuring out a way. But that's hard to score when you have to scramble if you're not a scrambler.
They bring McCaffrey back in. We addressed that yesterday about no rushing touchdowns, and he said, oh, come on now. There have been a little shuffle passes, just about the same thing as a run. Maybe it comes here, 3rd and goal. What will they do? We'll go with McCaffrey. Going straight ahead, and it is stopped about halfway home.
That was a call that says we might be going for it on 4th down.
And we'll see the flag first.
Which means you might not be going for that.
Exactly.
Offside. Lined up in the zone number 42 to 44 of the defense. After this is the goal.
10 for Love. Here comes Hendrickson. There goes Love. Downfield. Caught by Golden. What a catch. What a throw. Cam Taylor-Britt was beaten. Ball at the 34, 35. Mark him at the 35-yard line of the Bengals. A 36-yard completion.
And Kevin, after overthrow,
they're kind of put off with all the talk about no rush touchdowns. They're ready to end that. Here goes McCaffrey. There it is. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And underneath he goes. Caught by the leaping Jacobs. Chased down the play. Getting by. Battling off to the side. He's got a goal-to-go situation.
Stalwart on that left side, left tackle. Take a look right here. That's putting somebody into the end zone. That creates a hole.
but then he keeps his eyes upfield. He's able to dump it off late to Jacobs, and then Jacobs just takes over. Outstanding job by Jordan Love, not losing vision up the field, and when things collapsed, able to find the check down.
A lot of touches for Jacobs, but why not? He always produces with a couple tight ends. First and goal, fake, Love, end zone, caught, flag, out of bounds, incomplete. It was intended that time for Kraft, with the coverage on the play by Dax Hill. Flag thrown on the play, with a lot of pressure.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 29. After this is to the goal, on it, first down.
On Cam Taylor-Britt.
Final minute of the first half in Las Vegas, with Tennessee still looking for their first points. You got Tyjae Spears, a couple of shifty, nifty moves to pick up the first down. They stopped the clock with 50 seconds remaining. Tennessee burned their first time out, but Titans still on their own end of the field.
And a good-looking drive by Jordan Love. 36 yards to Golden. 29 on a catch and run by Jacobs. And Jacobs here, crawling in, touchdown. Some terrific blocking. Morgan and others opening the door, and then Jacobs doing it himself. And Green Bay is on the board with their first touchdown today, and up 9-zip.
It's the block by Jenkins. Watch after he snaps the ball, it gets him to the next level and is able to get that block. Getting Jacobs into the end zone.
And on his former teammate, T.J. Slayton, who's now a Bengal, a one-time Green Bay starter, 98, was hit on the play, touchdown run, 3 yards, Jacobs. That's his 5th rushing touchdown. Havrasik with the extra point. He's kicked a field goal from 43.
Ward on second down. It is caught in Raiders territory by the 6-year vet Van Jefferson. That's his first catch today. Gain of 20 and a Titans first down.
Yeah, Van Jefferson, I know they're glad to have him back. He had made some really nice plays when he was with the Los Angeles Rams, and you can see that he understands how to run the routes, how to be friendly to the quarterback. And what I mean by friendly is when you have opportunities like that, make sure you whip your head around, make sure you get open, make sure that you're going to catch the football, help out this rookie quarterback.
That was the biggest play of the day on either side. 20 yards from Ward to Jefferson. Titans across midfield for the first time. Another completion. And another first down. May have been ruled just short. We'll see. Gunnar Helm, the rookie out of Texas. Gain of 9 on the play. And the Titans.
Baker Mayfield's odyssey. It all started in Cleveland on the banks of Lake Erie, where he hit an unexpected iceberg and then found himself somehow
Just stay alive.
Staying afloat briefly with the Panthers and then to the Rams. More on that in a little bit, about one game that really changed things. And then he comes here, and it's been a completely different renaissance of his career, and everybody's excited to see it. So he hands it off to White for about
second down and 1. One timeout remaining for the Titans. Ward under pressure again. Ball comes loose.
No, officials are signaling.
Raiders football. Raiders recover.
At first, it looked like they were signaling incomplete. Let's take a look at Cam Ward. It looked like he was trying to tuck this ball back. Yeah, that's going to be incomplete.
You mean a tuck in a game involving the Raiders?
That one is clearly incomplete, but I like where you went with that.
We just mentioned Tom Brady as one of the curators of the Hall of Excellence.
You know,
tie it all together.
The famous or infamous, depending on what team you're rooting for, tuck rule.
So it is ruled an incomplete pass.
After an expedited review, it is an incomplete pass. It will be third down.
An enemy has been slain.
He has just been brought up and just practiced for the first time on Monday. Remarkable rehab and recovery from an ACL and surgery in January. Here's a 1st and 10 pass play. The tight end stays in bounds and then is picked up and thrown down by Diamador Lenore. That was impressive of fronts. Catch the run and the takedown.
It's a great job pulling the guard, getting everyone to go left, sneak the tight end back underneath, and then pick him up and body slam him. Yeah.
You don't see a corner do this to a tight end all that often.
Sit down. Here we go. No, you don't. But that's literally part of the culture here.
That's all what you did there.
Ah, yes. There you go, Kenny.
Third down and 1. And on cue, it's Spears, who picks up a Tennessee first down. Quickly back up to the line. And Ward spikes it. You know, we mentioned Ridley is out.
Yeah.
No catches for Lockett. No catches for the rookie.
Got more responsibility to do things at the line of scrimmage.
Correct.
Came from Liam Cohen, the new head coach now of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that just kind of changed him, took him to the next level.
I don't think people realize you don't know what you don't know, right, when you come into the NFL. So whatever you're taught and everything, that's how much you know. And so he's now learned he can do things at the line of scrimmage, get the protection call, get to a different play if they're pressuring screens, etc., and it's really helped.
Hand off to White.
It's like he's in seconds from the 30. Ward stays on his feet, hit as he throws, and it is picked up. Devin White. What a first half for White. Involved in just about every tackle early in the game. The sack, the forced fumble, and now an interception.
I mean, what a first half for Devin White. There was a point in Devin White's career, he was considered one of the best linebackers, him and Levante David. There's Devin White, and then we're going to watch Cam Ward.
Hand off to White. Sam Darnold also was here, of course, the backup to Sam Purdy on their
Figure out when the time you're going to, you got to figure out when you're just going to have to put this ball away. And because these players are quicker, faster, that's what happens. Tip the ball and get the interception.
It was Luulu who made contact. He had a sack earlier. So the first half comes to an end. It's been a
Purdy's got the big contract, and you're winning games. No. I'm brought here to be his backup. It's his team.
It's like what you strive for. Guess what? Go win every football game, and you're going to be just fine. But right now, just win this week, play this week, nothing to worry about. Brock's team, and it's totally true. I love that.
There's a little dump-off pass to White. He's inside the 10 as Tampa Bay put...
Well, Cincinnati, you know, you kind of throw a penny into the wishing well and hope that Joe Flacco can come up with something in his first game, basically 4 days of practice. Flacco can't find T. Higgins there. Flacco is 4 of 9, 13 yards. Cincinnati as a team has 21 yards. 4 straight punts for the Bengals. They've had 3 3-and-outs and no points on the board.
In the stadium, won a Super Bowl with the Bucks. Handoff. Patton outside. It's Tucker. Touchdown. Tampa Bay.
Just a simple, and normally you're supposed to go inside, but he's going to bounce this outside. Go inside those guys. Nope. Tucker extends out, getting his first touchdown this year, I believe. And I'll tell you right now, one team makes it look a little simpler than the other. This is why I think it's going to be hard for San Francisco. But we got a game.
8 plays, 68 yards, and the extra point is good. 4th career touchdown for Sean Tucker, as Tony said, his first of the season. And the Bucks answer back after the Niners had found the end zone.
He had one 300-yard passing game. That was at Dallas in that tie a couple weeks ago. Down the middle he goes. Nice looking catch. Tucker, Kraft in the middle of the defense. 41-yard line, makes the grab. And on the play, picks up 24 for Green Bay and a first down.
Well, they catch the Bengals in a cover 2. You take the tight end, you get a vertical to the outside to keep pressure on the safety to keep width. Kraft works his way up the inside edge of the numbers, and then Love brings him into the hash with the throw. Great job by Kraft going down and getting that pass.
Kraft is 3rd in the NFL among tight ends in yards per reception. 1st and 10. Jacobs with the hole. And brought down by Wilson, crossing midfield and down to the 48-yard line of Cincinnati with a burst of 11. Another Green Bay first down. We're at the 2-minute warning. Green Bay has scored on a Josh Jacobs 3-yard touchdown run and the 43-yard field goal.
It's time
time for today's Good Hands Play of the Day, presented by Allstate.
Let's go with Kayshon Boutte from the New England Patriots. He made a couple of nice grabs today. This one in the end zone in the first half. Part of a massive offensive performance for Drake May and the passing attack for the New England Patriots. Boutte on the day, 5 catches, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's his first career 2-touchdown game. New England wins it 25-19, the final score. New England 4-2 on the year. Now the Patriots on the road game will fly back home. They'll watch Monday Night Football tomorrow night. If somehow the Buffalo Bills stub their toe on Monday Night Football, and the Bills are playing the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta, New England would be in first place in the AFC East by virtue of their head-to-head victory over the Buffalo Bills from 1 week ago tonight. Impressive performance there. Drake made 3 touchdowns. He looks like an absolute franchise quarterback here in his second season. Congrats to the Patriots on the road victory in New Orleans, who dropped to 1-5 on the year. Coming out of the 2-minute warning timeout, and waiting on the 2-minute warning timeout in Green Bay. While that game is still in a break, let's go back to Tampa Bay, where Jim Nantz and Tony Romo are on the call.
A little mustard. The Columbia restaurant in nearby Ybor City, family owned for 5 generations, serving the delicious original Cuban sandwich since 1905. You're right, that did look like Tampa Bay was not going to be stopped short of going in for a touchdown all the way down the field.
It just it was systematic, and it looked like they do in the fourth quarter when they have to go win games. Just do what you have to do.
Sky Moore getting a lot of chances on the punt and kick returns. And that one out to about the 30.
Green Bay is moving the ball. Jacobs just had an 11-yard run. And they have a 1st and 10 right here. Early on the drive, a pass to Kraft for 24. And here goes Love again to the side. Dobbs the catch. Turner the coverage. And he was on the chalk. It's incomplete.
Back in the locker room right now, that I can tell you a lot of concerned players and coaches down here, and a very thin defense void of their leader.
Yeah, no question. That foot, I know you saw it at home, was turned sideways. And again, he was carted off the field, still leading, encouraging his teammates. Somehow disguising the pain as he was doing that. As
he's leading even while he's leading.
That's right. Leading while he's...
2nd down and 10, 3 timeouts, and Love through the air, 11 of 15. Here he goes again, short, Jacobs, and ridden out of bounds. Carter was over there, chasing him down. He's near the 43, gain of 5 on the play. 3rd and 5.
That time I was focused on Rasheed Walker, the left tackle for the Packers, and the job that he's been doing against Trey Hendrickson. He showed that play earlier in the game where he got up around his neck, but the day, Hendrickson hasn't been able to get much pressure on Love. He's getting the ball out of his hands. When he does get pressure, he's able to step up in the pocket. Walker was on the injury report in the middle of the week, but able to play today. So far, so good for him.
You just saw a picture of 65 Aaron Banks, their left guard. They got him as a free agent from San Francisco, spent a lot of money on him. He's only played in a couple games, 3rd game today, inactive a couple weeks ago. He's been battling a groin and a knee. And with his arrival, as we watch this play again, they put Jenkins at the center.
3rd and 6. Down the middle and caught. Wow. Beautiful throw and catch as Marquez Valdez-Scantling has it for 19 and the 1st.
This is just a great throw. I mean, this is, you got to throw it over the top of David and before the safety. And
the Bengals, see now the clock should probably...
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It'll be a 120.
Bad. Bourne was kind of wrong. Both of them were wrong.
Here he is thrown again, and no one down there.
I did tell you the way that you can win this game, if you're San Francisco, was you have to be aggressive. You've got to get the ball down the field. They've done a great job. the past weeks against the shell defenses where they put a top on the defense. Kyle Shanahan knows that. He knows the Rams played off. He was able to get it to McCaffrey underneath over and over again. This game, get the ball down the field. That's been all their chunk plays so far, is throwing the ball deep.
Sets up a 2nd and 10 inside 3 to go in the first. Back to McCaffrey on the ground.
And they go down the middle, and it's incomplete. Aiming for Dobbs.
Who is it again, Kevin?
DJ Turner was right there with the coverage.
He's having a day.
He is.
Yes.
Played for Jim Harbaugh at Michigan.
Tight coverage there right in the hip.
Right on him.
3rd and 6.
This is huge because you're either giving Baker a chance. He's been incredible in the 2-minute situation. You can take the end of the half right here if you get a first down.
Can they convert? Pass play. Caught. Was he in bounds? Out. They say out. They went back to Valdez-Scantling.
If he'd have held on to it, I think he was in here. What a throw. Feet were in, just hold on to it. Wow, close. I mean, that throw has to be there. That's what Baker's been doing all year.
Going for a long field goal, 54-yard attempt for Eddie Pinheiro, who hit the 59-yarder career long at the Rams on Thursday night a week ago. This one, is it enough? It is. Actually, room to spare from 54. Pinheiro good from 52 and 54 in this first half. And we'll be back in 30 seconds after this.
Yeah, Eddie Pinheiro, man, has he been a find for the San Francisco 49ers. They moved on from Jake Moody, the kicker that they used a draft pick on a couple few years ago, and Pinheiro hasn't missed since he's been a 49er for field goals.
Chase Brown blocked over there by Orlando Brown, and he takes a defender on his back, Javon Bullard, for a first down ride to the 20 and a gain of 13 on the play. Coming up, the Verizon Halftime Report. JB and the guys from our CBS studios in New York. Scores and news and highlights. All coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Some breathing space for Flacco. 3 timeouts to the sideline and caught by Chase. That was right in front of Nate Hobbs.
Well,
and he's got the first down.
And Kevin, it's hard enough to learn an offense in 5 days, but to learn an offense in 5 days and then be able to run the 2-minute offense while at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to pick up 2 first downs now, back to back.
And they're looking at Hendrickson, who led the NFL in sacks a season ago and was the runner-up to Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL. First down and 10. He running the back. Packers will rush 4. Flacco underneath. And he had his tight end slip. That was Tanner Hudson, who makes another catch. He's got 2 today. He had none coming in. Cincinnati takes their first timeout with 2 left. Is this about what you thought you'd see when Flacco's play? Just getting a feel for things, cadence and otherwise?
Well, it's been a struggle all day. Right now, they only have 47 yards of offense. They haven't had a lot of snaps. Number one, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're not getting snaps. The most, they got 3 first downs. 2 of them have come on this possession. So it's hard to learn an offense. It's hard to come in and do what he's done in just 5 days time. Trying to get in some kind of rhythm, but I think this is good at the end of the half here to try and get something going so it can catapult you to the second half and gain some confidence.
Flacco in his 201st NFL game today. Second down 7. The hesitation on a knee grab there. Yosebas. It was right in front of Evan Williams. The ball to the 37. Timeout. Bengals. 1 left.
Well, once again, getting some pressure.
And real quick, as we wind down the first half of the 2 remaining games in the late window with time remaining in the first half, I want to remind you that Week 7, your Sunday will begin on NFL Network and streaming exclusively on NFL Plus. How about the Rams and Jaguars? Good international game from Wembley Stadium in London. The Rams won today to go to 4-2. Jaguars lost today to drop to 4-2. Fun one, though, in the international series presented by NetApp, NFL Network, and NFL Plus a week from today.
Perine plows his way and has got the first down, hit on the play by Cooper. And they pick up 4 on 3rd and 2 in the ball to the 42-yard line in the final timeout.
Well, Kevin, it's important to remember the direction that the Bengals are going is the direction that helps the kicker. Right? Even though the flags
and Las Vegas has kicked off into the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead and the opening possession of the second half.
That are indicating the direction down on the field. And we watched pregame warmups, and in the direction that the Bengals are going, you definitely have an advantage.
Yeah, I talked to Lucas Haversick pregame. He said that exact same thing. The wind swirls in this stadium. He felt very comfortable kicking into the south end zone, but he thought that north end zone would be more tricky. But so far, he's 2 for 2 in that end zone.
So here comes Flacco, 1st and 10, out of timeouts, 22 seconds to go, and they bring 4. And Flacco will survey. Pressured, throws, incomplete. Lucas Van Ness was there.
Again, no Bucky Irving again this week, out with a shoulder and foot injury.
Bucky being out, you get Tucker your touchdown.
Not wanting to risk a turnover, held onto that ball really late. Watch the hit he takes late. I don't care what age you are, that never feels good.
20, 40, it doesn't matter, does it? Perine in the back, 2nd and 10. Here they come. There he goes. Up the middle. He's past the 50 with the pass to Noah Fant. No timeout.
There's one by George Pickens of the Cowboys that he might be the all-timer in a game at Carolina that the Panthers ended up winning.
Nice little jump there. That looked like me when I used to have I got that high once, didn't I?
Off a trampoline.
No, I was on the